Today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the New York Jets. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
10 yards to go.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Foles. And able to find Conley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 4 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking long for Westbrook. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the 18-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Darnold. Caught here by Griffin. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he's got a noon one. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
First down, Jets.
Here goes Hunt. Hey, watch the slant.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over them. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20, this one over 30. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. He's got his man on the crossing route. A gain of 6 there on first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Darnold from the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop.
At the 7-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. 12. 54. Let's go.
Foles connecting here with DJ Shark. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Avery Williamson, the Jets' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Yannick Ngakoue make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Flushed out right here to Herndon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. We're scoreless after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd and 14 coming up. last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up fourth down. Chandler Catanzaro now. He hit from 59 a season ago. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's an elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
From just shy of midfield, Foles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Jacksonville.
Get that quarterback!
Fournette running out of the gun. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Kill. 54.
On 2nd and 7, Foles. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain there of 21 yards. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And they run with a backup. This is Thomas Rawls. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
It's 3rd and goal.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the 13. Mike 5-4. Mike. Hey, echo. 5-4.
Now Foles. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker C.J. Mosley there in coverage. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Darnold. Crowder's got it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. That's where Crowder makes his hay in the slot. Jets hoping to see more of that going forward. He signed with him in March after the last 4 seasons being in Washington. Had 3 pretty good years, then sort of tailed off last season due in large part to an ankle injury. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On second down, it's Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football, and the Jags grab it. He's at the 30. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
First down, Jets.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
To try again after the sack. Darnold. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Third and long, it's Darnold. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That's pulled in at the 32. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point...
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
54 Mike. Get in the right. Get in the right room.
On 2nd and 9. Foles. He'll find O'Shaughnessy open left side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
180. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Wild Bill. Here we go.
Now back to throw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Jones on the return. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Josh Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambeau on for the extra point.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chandler Catanzaro now. He hit from 59 a season ago. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Bell. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Again, it's Bell. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation. But I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
First down, Jets.
Go, set. 53's mine. 53's mine. Not here.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Darnold. And this one's incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 47's the Mike. 47.
And they are going for it. Darnold. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Good. 180. Mike 5-4. Rip right.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
I got you.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Here we go. 380. 54 Mike. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
He'll look to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Bell. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
47 to Mike. 47.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Darnold down to throw, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll run it with Bell. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Darnold. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Calais Campbell able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 4th down, the Jets turning to Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal try. This a 43-yard attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Foles. He completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be out right at the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 44-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
What we got? 54.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Foles now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Now Fournette. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Foles. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We're thinking about sportsmanship and all that. Other people are thinking about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Second and 6 at the 10-yard line.
On second down, here's Fournette. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. They run with the power back. Rolls. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Thomas rolls. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 24. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never let an offensive...
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Josh Allen in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Darnold. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And he's got a noon one. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, New York.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And he fires one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL.
And he loses the football a second time. And it's scooped up by the Jets. There he goes left side. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Keep going, O. Keep going.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. The quick slant caught. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And you know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Fournette on the counter. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. On third down, Fournette. And an alley to run. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit.
Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The Jaguars on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front